What's going on, everybody? It's Chris Classic, and I decided to drop the video today about what I do not like about AEW. I'm going to also drop a video about what I do like about it. So like I said, these are my opinions. This is from my perspective. Nobody's forcing me to say these kind of things. This is something that we can just talk about. If you guys agree or disagree, just leave a comment down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and also to C3 Wrestling's channel as well. Let's go into it. One thing I do not like is the questionable direction for AEW Dark. Now, I like AEW Dark, but there are a lot of things that just make me scratch my head. Like, for example, you have a lot of these guys that I've never seen before. They're coming out larger than life, and then they're losing in like 2-3 minutes. And then if they're going against a star that's already on AEW Dynamite, then you know the match is just going to be quick and an easy night for these guys. So it's like, I understand you're trying to expose these guys and give these guys exposure and a little bit of time, and there's even like an Instagram page about these guys, the enhancement page. But at the same time, it's like, okay, like what storyline are you going to build with that after that? It's like, are these guys just not going to get an opportunity to shine? So that's just one of those things. I think like Red Velvet, you know, she used to lose a lot, and then eventually she's getting pushed to the main roster. Now I understand it's trying to be developmental, or they're trying to see what they want to do, but it's just like, man, like what are they going to do with this? Like, how far are they going to do this? Like, is this going to change? Is this the same formula? Because if it is, then most likely most people are getting bored quick watching it on YouTube. Another thing that I didn't like was the feud with Adam Page and Jericho. I personally felt that Adam Page should have won over Jericho, because Jericho winning, to me, that just shows you that they have the logic for WWE, because Jericho was obviously the guy that everyone knows more than Adam Page. No diss to Adam Page, but I do feel like if you wanted to be different from the company that you keep taking shots at, I think you should have went with the younger guy, then risk it and push around him and then see what happened. I mean, even after Jericho's reign, you had Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, who people know, and then now you have Kenny Omega, the guy people know. But like I said, I would have thought that it would have been a different and awesome thing to see Adam Page beat Jericho. You know, I know that storyline wise, it seems like we're gonna eventually have him go over on Kenny. Maybe, maybe not. You know, I don't talk to nobody about that, but I just felt that that would have been something very, very different. I really did not agree with that decision. Another thing I don't like, it was the same thing I said about NXT, is it's a lot of sloppy matches, man. It's like some of these maneuvers, they're not coming out clear. These submissions are looking bad. Falls off the ropes, dive outs, not making sense. Psychology being off. And it's like, not all of the matches are like this, but it's like I lose my interest so quick in certain matches because a spot messes up and then they try to go back and do the same spot, or the person can't pick them up. I saw a spot, the person tried to do a tiger suplex, but they couldn't bridge it and they had to turn it into a pin. But then a couple weeks ago they tried it with somebody and they wound up doing the move again so the person can bridge correctly. It's just like, you got to think on the fly that you do have to change the move. Not even going back to the sloppy matches, even with AEW Dark, I'm seeing a lot of these people, the older, more established guys or women, they're coming in and their matches is just like, they are not that good. And it's like, what are we trying to prove? What are you trying to prove by having these guys squash these new people who are very interesting? Like some of these people, they came from WWE or they were big in the independents, and then it's just like these guys are like literally destroying these new people. They're coming in with an attitude, and it's like, it seems like you're enabling these people to have an attitude problem, and it's just like, man, I just don't like that. Another thing I don't like is the predictability that AEW has. When you look at somebody that has a record of 7-3, and they're going against somebody that's 0-11, we already know what's going to happen. I mean, we know the match might not be long. It might not even be an entertainment match. So when you go through with that, why should we even care about watching the match? See, this is the thing about having a record, because sometimes you can have an upset and it catches our attention, but at the same time, when nothing changes and it's the same thing, you get tired of it. Even AEW Dark, you know, they even started saying, oh, the 2021 record is undefeated. But we already know they lost like 13 times, because you reminded us that they lost 13 times. And it doesn't seem like there's going to have an upset. And that goes back into those matches being very short. So it's just, what do we do with that? Do we grow from this, or do we just continue to watch it and then just say, hey, because it's anti-WWE, we're just going to give them a pass? Another thing that I don't like, but it's not like a big thing, there's a lot of managers in AEW, and usually when you have a manager, a legend for a manager, that means that the person that they're managing, they don't know how to cut a promo, or they don't know how to talk. But it's a lot of managers. Shoot, you even got Tully, he's even helping. And to be honest, FTR doesn't need a manager at all. They can talk. But then when you have like your Nyla Rose, or your Murder Hawk, or it's others. It's just like you have managers or a faction, and it's just like, man, like, there's nothing wrong with trying to tell these people and train these people to talk, to be their own self. That way we can like them for them, not like them for the celebrity or the status that the manager has. And ironically, these managers were popular in another company. Just my take. The final thing I want to speak about is that I don't like is that I feel that WWE is like a target for AEW a lot. I feel like AEW takes a lot of shots at WWE, and I do believe that it's unneeded. Now, I don't know who started it. I don't know if Triple H started it or whatever, but it's just like, you know, when you're wrestling, and I'm an independent wrestler, when I wrestle for a company, unless it's a cross promotion, that company only exists to me, the company that I'm wrestling for. I'm not worried about another company right now. So with AEW, you have a lot of the guys that did come from WWE, they're upset, they're disgruntled, they don't understand they got let go, or they were given brass rings, because that's the promos that a lot of people say. But then the first thing they say is, let's talk about WWE and how they lied to me, instead of, hey, I'm here to do something good, I'm here to be the champ, I'm here to do this, I'm here to make a name for myself. No, let's talk about the company that let me go because I feel like I was misused. So it's like, just let it go. It's not something that you have to harp on. You're blessed to be on television again. Make a name for yourself and don't go after WWE. These are only a few things that I didn't like about AEW. Like I said, a lot of the things are going to be built into one video about certain things with all the companies. But like I said, I wanted to drop this one first, and then I'm going to drop what I do like about AEW. Once again, do not take anything personal. It's Chris Classic. Let's take it home.